Well, hello and welcome to a virtual Lee Day. We really appreciate you taking time and clicking on this link to check out the Department of Health, Exercise Science, and Secondary Education. My name is Mike Iacia and I am the chair of the department. And let me introduce who's with you here today. We have Dr. Bill Estes, who is our dean. Dr. Estes, thank you. We also have Dr. Taz Kicklighter. Dr. Kicklighter, if you just want to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sorry about that. Had to unmute. Yes, I'm Dr. Kicklighter, and I am the director of the master's degree in athletic training, and I also oversee the exercise science pre-athletic training degree program.
Thank you, Dr. Kicklighter. And Ms. Womack, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Pam Womack, and I work with the health and wellness K-12 licensure students and the PE recreational students. I also teach the specialty methods and I'm their university supervisor.
All right, thank you. And then also, let me go ahead and introduce our alumni who are here with us and let them tell us just a little bit about themselves. We'll start off with ladies first. So Kaitlin Johnson. Kaitlin?
Hey, I'm Kaitlin. I graduated from Lee in 2015 with a degree in exercise science. And since then, I've been working on my PhD in biomedical science at Texas A&M.
All right, Giga Maggies. And Miss Stephanie Roberts.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Roberts, and I graduated in 2012 with a physical education degree. I'm currently living in Athens, Tennessee, and I am a physical education teacher at Meigs Middle School.
All right, and Mr. Roberts, Tyler?
Hello, my name's Tyler Roberts. I graduated from Lee in 2011 with a health education degree. And then I went back and got my master's at Lee as well in educational leadership and graduated from that in 2014. Currently coach baseball and teach at Meigs County High School.
All right, thanks. And Logan.
Hey, my name is Logan Meacham. I graduated in 2016 from Lee. I'm getting my MBA right now from Southern Adventist University, and I work for McKee Foods Corporation and their corporate health and wellness department.
Hey guys, thank you so much. And for those of you, what I'd like to do is introduce the department, give you an idea of our faculty, what majors we have, how many majors we have in each of our particular areas. And then I'm just going to ask Dr. Kicklighter and then Ms. Womack to talk just a little bit more about their areas to give you some information. So what I want to share with you is just a little bit about our department. So our department is Health, Exercise Science, and Secondary Education. I know it's a mouthful, but if you'll notice over there on the left side of your screen, that's a lot of our administration. Oops. And you'll see those of us over there. In the middle, you'll see our undergraduate faculty. And then our graduate faculty, because we do have graduate programs, as you heard from Tyler, in education. And so here are the faculty members that will be working with you. If you're wondering about our majors, so we have an exercise science major, and as you can see, exercise science, pre-athletic training, wellness, health wellness education, which is our teacher licensure piece, physical education, recreation, and sports management. Oftentimes we get a lot of questions about what can I do with this major. I'm not going to read each and every one of these points for you, but you can find the one that interests you and you can just spend a few minutes looking over. There are a lot of opportunities, and oftentimes what I tell students is that a lot of this is what you make of it. And that's really what we try to do here at Lee, is that we have our faculty who want to come alongside you and guide you and encourage you in your growth, but so much of this is what you choose to make of it while you're here at Lee. So here you can see lots of different opportunities for you to be able to grow in one of these particular majors and to be able to try to help give you an idea of this size of some of our different majors. You'll see here that we have 111 majors currently right now for this academic year. And you can see our exercise science and sports management, closely followed by our exercise athletic training. And then the second from the top is the health and wellness, and then our physical education and recreation. So we have a wide variety of folks in our department. Now, one thing that is not on here that I want to make sure that you also understand is our secondary education piece. So any of our teacher licensures who are in math or science, art, they also will spend time in our department. They'll spend time in their major area, but also here getting the pedagogy and teacher education piece. So our department covers a large part of the university as we try to serve these different needs. So what I want to do next is I want to provide an opportunity for Dr. Kaitlin, if you tell just a little bit about the pre-athletic training program.
Sure. Pre-athletic training is a degree. It's a relatively new degree. We're excited about the growth in it. The profession of athletic training now requires anybody that wants to be an athletic trainer to graduate from a master's degree. So we started the exercise science pre-athletic training program to prepare people to go into their master's in athletic training. So with that degree, you will get the foundation of exercise science, similar to all the other exercise science majors, but then you'll take some specialty courses, care and prevention of injuries. You will do a physics in health sciences course, and then you will actually do your internship in an athletic training field. And this will get you, the degree will get you all of the prereqs that you need to enter into a master's degree in athletic training, which will eventually allow you to take your certification exam and become a certified athletic trainer. So we have both degree programs. We have the exercise science pre-athletic training degree, and then we also have the Master's of Science in Athletic Training, which is what allows you to become an athletic trainer. So the way the program is built up is that we hope that you will seamlessly transition from one to the other and stay at Lee, but at the same time, the pre-athletic training degree program will prepare you for any athletic training program in the country that you want to go into.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Kaitlin. And Ms. Womack, what do you want to tell us about teacher licensure?
At Lee University, we have a dual licensure program in health and wellness. This is a certification K through 12 in health education and K through 12 in physical education. This will be a state licensure from the state of Tennessee, but it's reciprocal to many, many states in the United States. It's a 4-year program. You'll spend 3 years with your coursework, and then your senior year, you'll spend part of your day in your first placement of your student teaching, and then the last semester of your 4 years, you'll be student teaching in 2 placements. Since you are a K-12 endorsement, you'll be doing an elementary placement for 9 weeks, and then a secondary placement, either middle or high school, for 9 weeks.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you so much. Now, I think someone that I think a lot of you who are watching would like to hear from is our alumni. So my first question to our alumni, why did you choose Lee? So if you could, think about that for a second. And Kaitlin, I'm gonna start with you first. Why did you choose Lee?
Sure. I chose Lee for a few reasons. One, I wanted to go to a Christian school where that mattered to the people there. I wanted to go to a school that had an athletic training program. And it turns out that's not exactly the path I went, but I'm glad that it got me here or there. And also the campus is just gorgeous, and I fell in love with it, and it felt like a place that would nurture me and that could be a home to me while I was in college, because I was a little afraid to leave home. So it just felt like the right place to be.
Thank you. Stephanie, what about you?
For me personally, I graduated a year early from high school, and so I was 17 when I came to Lee. And the reason why I chose Lee, not only for obviously the Christian aspect and feeling like my roots could keep growing deeper and finding myself in the Lord there, that was very important to me personally. But also, I just had this peace when I visited the campus that it was like God revealing to me, like, this is it. And I don't really know how to explain it other than that for me personally, but that's what it was.
Thank you. Now, Tyler, you are actually at a large state institution and transferred to Lee. So what kind of led to that?
Well, I was at the University of Memphis prior to coming to Lee, but Lee has an outstanding athletic program. Their baseball team at the time I was there, we competed in 2 World Series. And that was my main goal for coming to Lee, was to be a part of a winning tradition, a winning program. And when I got here, to kind of concur with what they said, the campus was beautiful. the people that I met just on my visit were just extremely friendly and nice. And after, all the way up through graduation, I found that is just who the people at Lee are, the faculty and the staff. Everybody is genuine, that they're selfless, and they really do care about your success and your education and your well-being spiritually as well. And I just absolutely fell in love with it from day one.
Thanks, Tyler. Logan, what about you? Why Lee?
Yeah, so a few things. When I first toured campus, everyone was just so nice. And I mean, it was just so cool to be greeted with so many just smiling faces. I figured college was going to be hard enough as it was, so might as well spend it with some good people. And then once we got into the classroom, just the small class sizes were great. I mean, you really had time just to connect with the teachers, connect with other students. You really don't get that at a lot of places. And then people really know your name, they get to know who you are, and they get to help you along your path. And then the last thing was just the alumni network, just looking at where all the students were doing once they graduated Lee, especially in this department. I mean, people are going into the teaching, into research, into business, and it was cool to be a part of that and just seeing students getting after it once they graduate. So being able to see the other side of the program, that was kind of just the final piece for me, and knowing, hey, this is an awesome place to be.
Awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that. Now, Kaitlin, let me come to you. So if you were to pick out maybe one thing that your undergrad helped you in preparing for what you're doing right now, what would you say that would be?
Yeah, I think like Logan said, like you have the small class sizes, you have close relationships with professors. So I know like my relationship with you and with Taz and with other professors like really helped me grow. And from that, I don't know, my world got bigger because y'all told me the places I could go, the things I could do that I never would have thought were possible. So I feel like the mentorship that I got while I was there was such a solid foundation. And even coming into grad school and talking to people that went to great state schools and had a great education, but they were missing that. And so I've always felt like that's such a valuable thing and very unique to Lee. And I'm really happy to have been able to get that from my education.
Thanks, Kaitlin. Stephanie, what about you?
For me personally, as far as how it helped me professionally within my undergrad, the classes that we had with methods and giving us the tools that we need, and we actually got to put those into practice. It wasn't just, I mean, we're PE teachers, so we love to be active, but it was fun, and it was like we were so hands-on, and the professors were so hands-on with us that it was almost like we got to live out what our professional life would be like before we actually got into that professional setting, which was so beneficial, whether that was practicing interviewing and answering questions, to actually practicing teaching within the classroom setting of what we were being taught. And it just basically brought professionally what we were going to be doing to life, except, before we got there.
Thank you. Tyler, what about you?
My undergrad at Lee, I knew I wanted to go into education. So every day you're exposed to just great educators that are your professors, and you get to watch how they instruct, how they teach, on the personal level that they would engage with us as students to show that they care, which was a big part of just learning in general. The students needed to know that they were cared by their faculty. And that's something that's transitioned for me as a teacher today, is just truly letting students know how much they're cared about. And in doing that, they do want to learn and they do want to be engaged. And I couldn't get enough of it, so I came back and got another dose with my master's. I'll always be a Lee fan, just simply because of the love that everybody has shown throughout the process.
Thank you. Logan, what about you?
I'd say the biggest piece for me was really just helping with that transition from student to professional. We had a whole class where all we talked about was just resumes and how to network and how to get those internships. And then beyond that, I remember our big research piece that we had done, just the pressure of doing the research, working with the team, presenting it, getting holes poked in it left and right, but just having the confidence and composure to handle that. I think that was huge. And then just in the business world, I mean, it's been everything with just our team pushing projects forward and just really helping out our employees and helping our business become healthier. So it's been great.
Well, we're getting short on time, but I do really want you guys to, if you could for me, briefly, if you could think about your senior year and you were trying to choose a school, what would you tell yourself then? And Tyler, for you a little differently in transferring, what was it that you were kind of thinking along that line and trying to find a new school? So Kaitlin, go with you first. What would you tell your senior high school self?
Well, I'm pleased with the decision that senior high school Kaitlin made, but mostly just like to not be boxed in by what I do know and what I am confident in, and to not be afraid to like shoot for bigger dreams and then let yourself grow to fill the shoes you get for yourself, I guess. That's something that I've learned since being at Lee, and it is really valuable to me, I think.
Thank you. Stephanie, what about you?
For me, I guess I would have told myself to just really embrace diving into God's word. And I feel like finding yourself, and kind of what Kaitlin said, and just like dream big for yourself, and have that confidence to explore in the areas in professionalism and things that you're wanting to seek out, and just dive straight in. Like, don't hold back. So,
Tyler, what about you?
Well, coming from a transfer standpoint, my biggest advice would be to me, I went where I wanted to go originally and not where I was wanted. And I would just let that be my advice to senior Tyler going back, would be go where you feel you're most wanted, because that's where they're going to give you the most chances, and they're going to be dedicated to see your success, because they love and care about you, and they really want you to do well and become a great person.
And Logan, what would you tell your senior self?
My biggest thing would just be to ask as many questions as you can. If you have any questions about programs or careers, or just, hey, how am I doing as a person or as a student, just to ask and get that good feedback, because college advisors and professors, counselors, everyone, they've been there, they've done it, and let them lead you. And I think you'll be really satisfied once you get all that feedback back.
Well, alumni, thank you. You have no idea how it makes us smile to see you guys and to see you doing so well. Each of us have a story about you, but now is not the time to share that. But we definitely are very proud of you, and thank you for this time. And those of you folks who are watching, and for my seniors, maybe our transfers that are trying to make a decision, please know is that we're here to answer these questions for you. And we want to try to help you make the best decision possible, and for you to find out where the Lord's leading you to spend your college years. So thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us and meeting a great group of folks. And I've got about 2 minutes left. Dr. Estes, is there anything you want to share in closing us out?
For everybody that is looking at Lee University and here on virtual Lee Day, thank you for making it this far in the video. And in the next couple of months, as the travel ban and the safe at home, as those are lifted and stuff, you're always welcome to come here. We'll be here this summer. We'd love to show you campus. We'd love to have you here physically this summer. Don't hesitate to call or email anybody on this screen, and we'll get right back to you. I think the last 20 minutes or so has put a pretty good picture on what the Health Exercise Science Secondary Education Department is about, and we'd love to have you.
Thank you. Awesome. So again, reach out, and thanks for watching, and thanks again to our alumni. You guys are the best. Have a great day.